Okay, so what I wanted to do was in response to the ladies and to myself and others that have come up about boundaries. And talking about boundaries is so critical. So I want to eliminate some misconceptions about boundaries because sometimes to know what something is to also know what it's not. So you can start releasing the things that boundaries are not. So boundaries are not, and you can see the depiction of the wall, right? You can see it right there. Boundaries are not walls. Boundaries are not established walls to isolate you from others, to isolate you from issues, to put you and to limit you. That is not what boundaries are. Boundaries, if you look at it from the perspective of fences, to look at it from the perspective of boundaries are like fences to show you the territory or the area that belongs to you. Boundaries don't infringe on other people's rights. During the conference, I mentioned one thing, and it was really powerful, and I want to re mention it at this point. Boundaries and limitations are not the same. Then, when there's a song that Israel Houghton did that I didn't mention, is the song is "No Limits, No Boundaries." I see increase all around me. I get the song, however, understand that the blessings, right? And with blessings are boundaries. When you purchase land, when you purchase a space, when you own something, you have a boundary of what belongs to you. So fences, while maintaining connections with others, are unlike walls. Walls are something that cuts you off. Have you ever had something that happened in your life and you say, that will never happen to me again? That's a limitation. Be careful when you put the word never, because typically, let me talk about me. What I built when I said never is I built a wall, a fortress, literally a fortress. However, when you build that fortress, nothing can get in, nothing can get out. So it causes us to be in a limiting mindset when we start walking into an area that looks like that. We typically shut it down. Boundaries were created to protect me. Boundaries are setting an agreement for my space, for reflection, for protection, for growth, for expansion, so that I know where I'm at and what I can do. The key with fences, as looked at boundaries, is it allows you to have mutual respect and understanding in relationships, in financial areas of your life, in health. What are your boundaries? What are the things that cause you to grow and what hinders you? Now the next slide is going to give you more of the information, and so that you can look at what boundaries are not. It is critical when we look at what boundaries are not so that we can release our preconceived notions and then put on what boundaries are as a sense of respect, as a sense of growth, as a sense of this is the space that I can grow and fertilize and build and all of that. That is not to limit you. That is to expand you. That is to show you what's connected to the blessings in your life. And the more that you know about you, the more self-awareness that you have. It allows you to step in the power, the flexibility, the self-respect, and the mutual respect that boundaries allow. So remember, boundaries are not walls. So look at, even in this picture, you see the space where the light is coming through. If you have created a wall around something and said never, then look at it again and see how you can create a boundary and eliminate what you have done to limit everything in your life regarding that matter. Okay? Well, this is Johnnie, the Mindset Maven. I'm going to, over the next few weeks, I'm going to put more items out here about what boundaries are not. So continue to look for ways to grow you, ways to grow your organization, ways to expand and give your family members um, more flexibility and to give you more power in the element of boundaries. Boundaries are not walls.